Jakub Kiwior's transfer to FC Porto lands with a mix of surprise and clear purpose. A move that gives him the consistent playing time he has been chasing. When he arrived at Arsenal after a standout World Cup performance, there were high hopes that he could force his way into a permanent role alongside Saliba and Gabriel. But elite clubs operate with narrow windows of opportunity, and Kiwior frequently became the dependable option off the bench, rather than the undisputed starter he and many fans had imagined. Those intermittent minutes, however, never erased the professionalism he showed whenever called upon. Composed on the ball, strong in aerial duels, and willing to step into midfield lines when a game demanded it. The decision to leave for Porto is therefore less a retreat than a strategic reset. A chance to move from colour to consistency in a team renowned for developing players and giving them a stage in both domestic and continental competitions. Porto's model suits his profile. They prize defenders who can help build from the back, who are comfortable in tight spaces, and who can be relied upon week after week. For Kiwior, regular minutes will be the most important currency. Match rhythm builds anticipation, and the kind of decision-making that only comes from repeated, high-pressure situations. From Arsenal's side, the transfer is a calculated piece of squad management, a recalibration that frees space for other options while acknowledging the depth the club seeks across a long season. Supporters will look back with mixed feelings. Gratitude for the displays of solidity he produced when called, and curiosity about what might have been had he been given a longer consecutive run of starts. But they can also accept that modern football often routes talent through different pathways before a player reaches his peak. Kiwior's farewell message, thanking fans for unforgettable moments, was short, gracious, and revealing. It underlined the human side of movement in football, where even brief spells can carry meaning and momentum. Porto, meanwhile, pick up a professional hungry to prove himself on a new stage. A player who understands pressure and who now has the responsibility to become a regular contributor both in domestic matches and in Europe. The immediate questions are tactical and practical. Will he start? How quickly will he adapt to new partners and a different tempo? Can he turn flashes of promise into a season-long performance level that changes perceptions? Those are the yardsticks by which both club and player will be judged in the months ahead. Beyond tactics, this transfer highlights a broader truth about the modern game, that context matters as much as raw talent. A player who is on the bench at one elite club can become indispensable in another system that values his precise strengths. For Kiwior, the coming season is as much an audition as it is an opportunity, a moment to convert experience and ability into permanence and praise. He leaves North London with goodwill and arrives in Portugal with the spotlight on him. If Porto give him rhythm and he answers with consistency, this move could be the turning point that redefines his career.